Hi, I'm David Wall with Freeman's Car Stereo. So yesterday we posted a YouTube video about the brand new Soundstream Reserve V2. Latest and greatest from Soundstream, releasing next month, June of 2024, packed with features like nothing else on the market. But there was an area of the video I was discussing how we were going to tie into an aftermarket amplifier, and I really wish that I had gone into a little more detail about that. And apparently some of you did too, because we got a question on our video, and the question was, will the built-in amplifier work with an aftermarket amplifier? So in a nutshell, the answer to that question is yes. But there's a couple of different configurations that you could be talking about with that. The first way I'll talk about is, let's just say we put one of these radios in. This is actually the SI radio. We put one of these radios in and we used the T-harness and plugged it directly in to a non-amplified motorcycle, and it's just powering 4 stock speakers. Let's say like the Ultra we had in the shop yesterday, and it was powering the fairing speakers and then the Tour Pack speakers. And you decide you want to add a couple of more speakers, so you use one of these kits like this beautiful kit from Kenwood, which is the Cut Kit 14, and add a set of 6x9s to your lids. Well, it would be better to add an amplifier to power those, so you grab a Hertz amplifier and you plug in. What you're going to do with that is run low level in. This has preamp outputs, preamp inputs, preamp outputs, and we're going to run an RCA and connect them together. So you're running the amplifier that's built into this in tandem with an aftermarket amplifier, using both at the same time. So the answer is yes. What I'm thinking the question really was phrasing was when I was discussing this T-harness. So these T-harnesses are really important because anytime you install one of these radios, you don't have to cut the factory wires. You can simply use this T-harness. But what it gives you is a section here that you can attach aftermarket equipment to without cutting the original wiring. So you could cut the wires here. This side plugs into the radio. So these wires coming from this side are speaker level, amplified out of the Soundstream radio. And the speaker wires that go into this side of the harness go to the factory speakers or factory location speakers. So if you cut it here, you could split this and have a way to amplify these speakers, and then you've got signal coming out of the Soundstream radio. Now, whether you're going to use this amplified signal with this aftermarket amplifier all depends on the amplifier itself. As I pointed out, these are low-level preamp inputs, so these are going to match to the preamp inputs of this radio. The signal sensitivity on this, voltage-wise on these, is from 0.6 to 6 volts, so that's a perfect match for the output of this preamp. Now, some amplifiers are a little bit different. They're either high or low-level input, or they are designed to receive the speaker-level input. In that case, you would come out of the radio side of this and go into the speaker level inputs of your aftermarket amplifier, and therefore you're using the built-in amplifier for the Soundstream radio in line with the aftermarket amplifier. I hope that makes sense. That's a little bit better description what I really wanted to cover in the video. Remember, if we've got listings, if you have other questions, let us know. We'll be glad to answer those too. Like and subscribe.